Hey gentlemen, this is Mike Anderson from ThriveAfterForty. I've been helping men boost their testosterone and regain their strength, energy, and confidence for over 20 years, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it too. Let's talk about testosterone. You hear about it everywhere: TV ads, supplement bottles, late-night radio shows. But what actually is testosterone, and why does it matter so much for men over 60? Here's the simple truth: testosterone is more than just a sex hormone. Sure, it plays a huge role in your sexual health, libido, and erections. But its impact goes way beyond the bedroom. Think of testosterone as the fuel that keeps the engine of your body running strong. When you're young, that tank is full. You have drive, energy, strength, confidence. Your mood is stable, your muscles stay firm, your bones stay strong, and your mind feels clear and focused. But as we get older, starting as early as our late 30s, testosterone levels begin to decline by about 1% each year. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but think about it over decades. By the time you're in your 60s, your testosterone levels could be 30 to 40% lower than when you were in your prime. That's a big deal. Why? Because testosterone affects almost every system in your body. Muscles and strength. Testosterone tells your body to build and maintain muscle. Low testosterone makes it harder to gain muscle, and you might start noticing that even if your weight stays the same, your arms and legs look smaller, and your belly looks bigger. That's because muscle is shrinking while fat is increasing, a double whammy for health. Energy and motivation. Ever feel like you're just tired all the time? Or you have to push yourself just to get up and do the simplest things? Low testosterone impacts your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, making them less efficient at producing energy. The result? Fatigue, brain fog, and a lack of drive that makes you feel like a shadow of your younger self. Bones and stability. Many people don't realize testosterone is essential for strong bones. Without enough of it, bone density decreases, raising your risk of fractures, falls, and osteoporosis. For men over 60, a hip fracture can be life-changing, and not in a good way. Mood and confidence. Testosterone influences serotonin and dopamine in the brain, the chemicals that keep your mood stable and your confidence strong. Low testosterone is linked to irritability, anxiety, and even depression. If you've been feeling more withdrawn, worried, or down lately, it might not just be getting older, it could be hormonal. Heart health. There's also emerging research showing testosterone plays a role in keeping your heart and blood vessels healthy. Men with low testosterone often have higher rates of cardiovascular disease. That doesn't mean testosterone is the only factor, but it's a piece of the puzzle many men overlook. Sexual health. Of course, there's the elephant in the room: sexual health. Testosterone fuels libido and supports erectile function by maintaining healthy nitric oxide levels, which keep blood flowing properly. When testosterone drops, desire can fade, and erections can become weaker, less frequent, or disappear altogether. It's not just about sex, it's about feeling like a man. Here's something I tell my private clients all the time. Testosterone isn't about becoming a teenager again. It's about staying strong, independent, and confident as you age. It's about being able to play with your grandkids without getting winded. It's about waking up in the morning feeling like you have a purpose, rather than dragging yourself out of bed just to go through the motions. It's about keeping your balance and stability so you don't have to fear falls or injuries that can rob your independence. And yes, it's also about enjoying intimacy with your partner without shame, embarrassment, or frustration. If your testosterone is low, life can start to feel flat, gray, and heavy. But when your testosterone is healthy, even if it's not as high as when you were 20, life feels richer, brighter, and more fulfilling. The good news is, while testosterone decline is a natural part of aging, there are many ways to support healthy testosterone levels without necessarily jumping straight to injections or gels. Things like eating the right foods, sleeping deeply, moving your body regularly, managing stress, optimizing key vitamins and minerals. We'll cover all these solutions in upcoming videos here on ThriveAfterForty. For today, I want you to take away this: testosterone matters because it's the hormone that keeps you strong, sharp, and confident as you age. Don't ignore it. Pay attention to your body's signals, because the earlier you act, the better you can maintain your vitality for years to come. Now that you understand why testosterone is so critical, let's dive into the 5 silent signs that your levels might be dropping, and what they mean for your health. Let's start with one of the most overlooked signs of low testosterone: losing muscle even though your weight stays the same. A lot of men in their 60s will tell me, "Mike, I'm the same weight I was 20 years ago, so I must be doing fine, right?" But then they roll up their sleeves and realize their arms aren't as firm as before. Their thighs feel smaller. Their chest isn't as full. Meanwhile, their belly has grown. Here's why this happens. How testosterone controls muscle mass. Testosterone plays a huge role in maintaining and building muscle. It does this by increasing muscle protein synthesis, the process where your body repairs and builds stronger muscle fibers after stress, like exercise or daily movement. When your testosterone levels are healthy, even basic activities like walking, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries help keep your muscles firm and active. But when testosterone levels drop, your body starts to lose its anabolic, muscle-building, power. Protein synthesis slows down, and over time, your muscles begin to shrink, a process called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Why muscle loss happens even if weight is stable. Here's what most men don't realize. If your weight on the scale stays the same, but your testosterone is low, you're likely losing muscle while gaining fat. Imagine your body like a bank account. You withdraw $500 from your savings, muscle, but you add $500 to your checking, fat. The total stays the same, but the balance has shifted in a dangerous way. Muscle is metabolically active, it burns calories at rest, keeps your blood sugar stable, and maintains strength and balance. Fat, especially visceral belly fat, doesn't do any of that. It actually produces inflammatory chemicals and hormones like aromatase that convert testosterone into estrogen, lowering your testosterone even further. Why this matters for men over 60. Muscle loss isn't just about looks or pride. It has massive impacts on your health. Strength and independence. Less muscle means weaker legs, poorer balance, and a higher risk of falls. A simple fall that fractures a hip can be life-changing, or life-ending, for older men. Metabolism and weight gain. Less muscle slows your metabolism, making it easier to gain fat even if you're eating the same as before. Blood sugar control. Muscle acts like a sponge for blood sugar. Less muscle increases risk of prediabetes and diabetes. Confidence and identity. Let's be honest, seeing your body weaken over time chips away at your confidence and sense of masculinity. That feeling of being strong and capable is priceless. Can you reverse this? The good news is yes, you can rebuild muscle and reclaim your strength, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. But you need 3 key pillars. 1. Healthy testosterone levels. Without enough testosterone, your body simply can't build or maintain muscle effectively, no matter how hard you work out. It's like trying to drive a car with no gas. 2. Protein intake. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using dietary protein. Most older men need at least 0.7 to 0.8 grams per pound of body weight daily to maintain or build muscle. 3. Resistance training. You don't have to bench press like a bodybuilder. Simple bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or light dumbbell workouts stimulate the muscle fibers and signal your body to rebuild stronger. So if you look in the mirror and notice your arms and legs look smaller, but your belly is growing, don't just blame aging. Check your testosterone levels. Your body composition is telling you a story about your hormonal health. Have you noticed muscle loss even though your weight hasn't changed much? Let me know in the comments. Up next, we'll talk about another silent sign, stubborn belly fat that just won't go away, no matter what you try. Alright, gentlemen, let's move on to the second silent sign that your testosterone levels might be dropping, belly fat that just won't go away, no matter what you do. I hear this all the time from men over 60. Mike, I walk every day, I try to eat healthy, but this belly just keeps getting bigger. What gives? Here's what's going on under the surface. How testosterone regulates fat distribution. Testosterone isn't just a muscle-building hormone. It's also a powerful regulator of where your body stores fat. When your testosterone levels are healthy, your body tends to store fat more evenly, a little under the skin around your arms, legs, and torso. This is called subcutaneous fat, and while too much isn't ideal, it's less dangerous than belly fat. But when testosterone drops, fat starts to accumulate around your midsection and internal organs. This is called visceral fat. Why visceral fat is dangerous? Visceral fat is not just extra padding. It's actually metabolically active tissue that produces inflammatory chemicals called cytokines and an enzyme called aromatase. Here's why that matters. Aromatase converts testosterone into estrogen. So the more belly fat you have, the more your testosterone gets turned into estrogen, making hormonal imbalance worse. Inflammation from visceral fat leads to insulin resistance. This raises your risk for prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. Visceral fat increases cardiovascular risk. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for men over 60, and belly fat is a major contributor. The vicious cycle of low testosterone and belly fat. This is where many men get stuck. Step 1. Testosterone drops due to aging, stress, poor sleep, or diet. Step 2. Fat accumulates in the belly area because testosterone can't regulate fat storage properly. Step 3. Belly fat produces aromatase, which converts more testosterone into estrogen. Step 4. Estrogen promotes even more fat storage, and testosterone drops further. And so the cycle continues, unless you step in and break it. Why dieting alone doesn't work? You might think, I'll just eat less and lose this belly. But here's the catch. When you dramatically cut calories, your body not only burns fat, it also breaks down muscle, especially if your testosterone is low. Losing muscle slows your metabolism even more, making it harder to lose fat long-term. That's why crash diets often fail men over 60. You might lose a few pounds initially, but without supporting your testosterone and muscle mass, you'll regain fat quickly, and often gain back more than you lost. How to reduce belly fat effectively. Here's what I tell my private clients. Focus on protein-rich whole foods. Protein keeps you full, supports muscle mass, and stabilizes blood sugar. Do resistance training. This doesn't have to mean heavy lifting. Bodyweight squats, lunges, push-ups against the wall, anything that engages large muscle groups helps boost testosterone and burn belly fat. Prioritize sleep and stress management. Poor sleep increases cortisol, a stress hormone that promotes belly fat storage and lowers testosterone even further. Consider getting your testosterone checked. If lifestyle changes aren't moving the needle, hormonal optimization may be necessary to break the cycle. If you're struggling with stubborn belly fat that won't budge, despite your best efforts, don't just chalk it up to getting older. It's often a sign of hormonal imbalance, specifically low testosterone combined with high estrogen and insulin resistance. Have you noticed your belly getting bigger over the years, even if your weight hasn't changed much? Drop a comment below and let me know. Coming up next, we'll talk about another silent sign of low testosterone, feeling down, unmotivated, or just flat, and why it's not just aging. Alright, guys, let's move on to the third silent sign that your testosterone might be dropping, feeling down, unmotivated, or just flat. This is one of those symptoms that sneaks up on you. It's easy to brush off as, "I'm just getting older," or "I've got a lot on my mind these days." But here's the truth, while life circumstances do affect your mood, hormones play a much bigger role than most men realize. How testosterone impacts your mood and motivation. Testosterone isn't just about muscles, libido, or physical strength. It's also a powerful neurosteroid hormone, meaning it affects your brain directly. Here's how. Dopamine production. Testosterone increases dopamine, the neurotransmitter responsible for motivation, drive, and pleasure. When dopamine is low, everything feels like a chore, even things you used to enjoy. Serotonin levels. Testosterone helps regulate serotonin, that feel-good chemical that stabilizes your mood and helps prevent anxiety or depression. Stress resilience. Healthy testosterone levels buffer the effects of cortisol, the stress hormone. When testosterone is low, cortisol's impact becomes stronger, leaving you feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Warning: what low testosterone depression feels like. Men with low testosterone often describe it like this. "I just don't feel like myself anymore. Things that used to excite me don't interest me now. I feel emotionally numb, like life is happening in black and white instead of color. I get irritated over small things, and I don't know why." If any of these statements resonate with you, it's worth looking deeper at your hormonal health. The dangerous loop. Here's the dangerous part. Low testosterone right arrow, low motivation right arrow, you stop exercising and doing the things that keep testosterone healthy right arrow, testosterone drops even more. It's a vicious cycle that can spiral into depression, isolation, and chronic health problems if you don't intervene. Is it depression or low testosterone? This is a big question many men ask. The truth is, it can be both. Low testosterone can cause depressive symptoms, and depression itself can lower testosterone levels. But here are some clues: it might be hormonally driven. You've lost motivation and confidence along with physical symptoms like low libido, muscle loss, or fatigue. Your mood dips have come on gradually over the past few years rather than suddenly after a traumatic event. Traditional antidepressants help a bit but don't fully restore your drive or zest for life. How to fix it? Here's the good news: if low testosterone is contributing to your low mood and motivation, addressing it can help you feel like yourself again. Get your levels checked. Don't guess. A simple blood test can give you clarity. Prioritize resistance training. Even light workouts increase dopamine and testosterone. Eat healthy fats and proteins. Your brain and hormones need cholesterol and amino acids to produce testosterone and neurotransmitters. Manage stress and sleep. Poor sleep and chronic stress crush testosterone production. Consider natural testosterone optimization strategies or, if needed, medical therapy under professional guidance. If you've been feeling down, unmotivated, or emotionally flat, don't just accept it as normal aging. Your hormones might be out of balance. Taking action now can help you reclaim not only your mood, but your energy, confidence, and purpose. Have you been feeling more irritable or unmotivated lately? Share your experience in the comments below. Coming up next, we'll talk about another silent sign of low testosterone, poor sleep or waking up tired, and how it all ties together. Alright gentlemen, let's move on to silent sign number 4 that your testosterone levels might be dropping: poor sleep or waking up tired, even after what you thought was a full night's rest. Many men over 60 tell me, "Mike, I get my 7 to 8 hours every night, but I still wake up feeling like I haven't slept at all." Sound familiar? Let's break down why this happens, and how it connects directly to your testosterone levels. Testosterone and sleep, a two-way street. Here's something most doctors don't emphasize enough. Your testosterone levels affect your sleep quality. Your sleep quality affects your testosterone levels. It's a two-way street. When one goes down, the other follows. How testosterone impacts sleep. Testosterone plays an important role in helping you enter deep, restorative sleep, especially the REM cycles that rejuvenate your brain and body. When testosterone is low, it becomes harder for your body to stay in these deeper sleep stages. You might wake up frequently at night, toss and turn, or feel like you're only half asleep. You're technically sleeping, but you're not getting the restorative benefits your body desperately needs. Why poor sleep lowers testosterone even further? Here's the kicker. Most of your daily testosterone is produced while you sleep, particularly during REM sleep. That's why teenage boys and younger men wake up with strong morning erections. Their sleep quality fuels peak testosterone production. But if you're not sleeping deeply, your body produces less testosterone overnight. You wake up tired and unmotivated. Low testosterone makes it harder to sleep well the next night. And the vicious cycle continues. The cycle explained. 1. Low testosterone right arrow poor sleep quality. 2. Poor sleep right arrow even lower testosterone production. 3. Lower testosterone right arrow fatigue, irritability, and poorer health. 4. Repeat daily, worsening over time. How sleep apnea ties in. Another important point for men over 60. Low testosterone and sleep apnea often go hand in hand. Sleep apnea is when your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. It reduces oxygen flow to your brain, jolts you out of deep sleep, and leads to severe daytime fatigue, memory and focus issues, even greater drops in testosterone. If your partner says you snore heavily or you wake up gasping for air, it's critical to get checked for sleep apnea. Treating it can dramatically improve your sleep quality and testosterone production. Flexed biceps: how to improve sleep and boost testosterone. Here are practical steps I share with my private clients. Stick to a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Keep your bedroom cool and completely dark. Your body produces melatonin, sleep hormone, better in cooler, darker environments. Avoid blue light before bed. Phones, tablets, and TVs suppress melatonin, making sleep shallower. Don't eat heavy meals within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. Digestion interferes with deep sleep cycles. Exercise daily, but not too late. Morning or early afternoon workouts improve sleep quality and testosterone levels. If you're getting what you think is a full night's sleep but still waking up tired, don't ignore it. It could be a sign that your testosterone is too low to support deep sleep, or that poor sleep is dragging down your testosterone. Either way, addressing this issue is key to regaining your energy, clarity, and vitality. Do you wake up feeling refreshed or still tired most mornings? Let me know in the comments below. Coming up next, we'll talk about the final silent sign of low testosterone, reduced libido or fewer morning erections, and why this is about far more than just sex. Low libido or fewer morning erections, what it really means for men over 60. As men age, it's no secret that their bodies go through changes, some subtle, some not so subtle. One of the more personal and often unspoken shifts is a noticeable drop in libido or the absence of those once regular morning erections. If you're over 60 and experiencing this, you're not alone, and more importantly, it's not something to feel embarrassed about. Let's unpack what's going on, why it happens, and what you can do to feel more like yourself again. What's normal, what's not? First, let's clear the air. Having a lower sex drive or fewer spontaneous erections in the morning doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's a natural part of aging. Testosterone levels begin to decline gradually after age 30, and by the time you hit your 60s, that drop can start to affect your sexual health in noticeable ways. But here's the key: just because it's common doesn't mean you have to accept it as inevitable. The role of testosterone. Testosterone is the hormone that fuels male libido, energy, mood, and even muscle mass. When levels dip too low, a condition known as andropause or male menopause, you might notice less interest in sex, fewer or weaker morning erections, fatigue or low energy, mood swings or irritability, difficulty concentrating. Morning erections, in particular, are a good indicator of healthy testosterone levels and vascular function. If they're becoming rare, it could be your body's way of signaling that something's off hormonally. Stethoscope. Other possible causes. While testosterone is a major player, it's not the only factor. Other health issues can contribute to low libido and erectile changes. Poor sleep, especially sleep apnea. High blood pressure or diabetes. Depression or anxiety. Medications, like blood pressure meds or antidepressants. Poor circulation. That's why it's important to look at the full picture, not just hormones, but lifestyle, mental health, and chronic conditions. What you can do about it. Here's the good news. There are plenty of ways to support your sexual health and overall vitality, even in your 60s and beyond. 1. Get your testosterone checked. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test. If your levels are low, you might be a candidate for testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, but it's not the only option. 2. Improve sleep quality. Poor sleep wrecks hormone balance. Try going to bed at the same time each night, avoiding screens before bed, and getting screened for sleep apnea if you snore or wake up tired. 3. Exercise regularly. Strength training and cardio can naturally boost testosterone and improve blood flow. Even walking 30 minutes a day makes a difference. 4. Eat for hormonal health. Focus on whole foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and healthy fats, like eggs, nuts, leafy greens, and fatty fish. Cut back on sugar and processed foods. 5. Manage stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which suppresses testosterone. Try meditation, deep breathing, or simply spending time doing things you enjoy. 6. Talk to someone. Whether it's a doctor, therapist, or your partner, opening up about what you're experiencing can reduce anxiety and help you find solutions. Low libido or fewer morning erections aren't just about sex, they're about how you feel in your body, your confidence, and your overall well-being. Aging doesn't mean giving up on vitality. It means adapting, learning, and taking charge of your health in new ways. So if you've noticed changes, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor, make small lifestyle shifts, and remember, you're not alone. Thousands of men are navigating this same journey, and with the right tools, you can thrive after 40, 50, and well into your 60s and 70s. If you've noticed any of these signs, low libido, fewer morning erections, or just feeling off, don't ignore them. These changes are your body's way of asking for attention, not waving a white flag. The good news? You don't need expensive treatments or drastic measures to start feeling better. In fact, many men over 60 see real improvements by making simple, consistent lifestyle changes. Start with the basics, move your body daily, fuel it with whole foods, get quality sleep, and manage stress. These aren't just wellness buzzwords, they're testosterone boosters in disguise. Even small shifts, like cutting back on sugar or adding strength training twice a week, can help your hormones rebalance and your energy return. And remember, this journey isn't just about sex, it's about reclaiming your vitality, confidence, and zest for life. You deserve to feel strong, sharp, and connected at every age. Comment below which of these signs you've experienced, and let's start the conversation. You're not alone, and the Thrive After 40 community is here to support you. White heavy checkmark. Follow Thrive After 40 for more men's health tips, inspiration, and real talk for thriving after 60.